out here another week. We're the Israelites, and we're out here through the spirit of Yahweh, or Yahushai, the one you ignorantly call God and Christ, right? To wake up the people of Negroid, Native American, Indian descent, Latino, and Hispanics. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel, and I'm out here for y'all, and to also prophesy the downfall of America, which is known in the Bible as Mystery Babylon the Great. It's going to be destroyed in the Third World Nuclear War. Thus saith the Lord. Right? America is in the Bible. America is in the Bible, but it's not called America. It's called Mystery Babylon the Great. Right? The Lord said he's going to destroy it from off the face of the earth. Right? Start off with the scripture I start off with every week. Revelations 18 and 21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. See, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon. That great city Babylon is talking about is America. Right? America is that great city Babylon. Right? It's going to be thrown down by violence. And again, you could see that happening. Right? It's not so far-fetched after all when you see all the tension that's here. Alright? When you see it, you know that the Bible is correct. Alright? But as I said, America is Babylon the Great. Matter of fact, let's get Revelations 17. And let's start at verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore. That right there is talking about is America right there. America is that great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And what is the many waters America is sitting upon? Let's jump to verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are people, multitudes, and nations, and tongues. Meaning they're ruling over the people, the multitudes, the nations, and tongues. Right? America is ruling. Right? It is the ruling kingdom right now. Right? Let's jump to verse 2, Revelation 17 and 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Wine of her fornication. Right? The democracy. You understand? That's what's going on. Verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman. Right? He said, and I saw, read it again. Verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman. Right? The woman, let's jump to verse 8 to find out who the woman is. Verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, right? That great city Babylon, which reigneth over the kings of the earth, right? Now let's jump back to verse 3 again. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman, right? The woman is the great city, which is America. Believe in the Bible. Come over. Come over here. All right. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Right? And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication. Verse 5, this is the point I want to get at here. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. Exactly. That is talking about America. Right? That is talking about America. So let's read Revelations 18:21 again. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Thus with violence, right? America is going to be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. You understand? That is going to happen. But how are you going to escape it? Right? How are the children of Israel going to escape it? Let's jump to verse 4. Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive none of her plagues. Come out of her. Get your mind out of the customs, the philosophy, the manner of life, the conduct, the behavior of America, right? That ye be not partakers of her sins, so you're not doing the things she's doing. For an example, living that alternative lifestyle. You're not partaking in that, right? You're not partaking in that manner of life. And that ye receive none of her plagues, right? So you don't receive of her plagues. And what is the plagues? The thermonuclear destruction, right? As I said, it's going to be destroyed in the Third World War. All right, America will be destroyed in the Third World War, right? But it says to come out of her. I'll read that again. Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, come out of her, Israel, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of the plague, so you don't receive of her judgment. You're not going to receive of her judgment. All right? Let's get 2 Corinthians, the 6th chapter. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Right? This is another way of saying it. This is just another way of saying it. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Right? Come out of her. Right? Be separate, and touch not the unclean thing. Right?
Sit right there.
All right, cool. All right. When it says come out of her, I'll read it again. 2 Corinthians 6:17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord. So the Lord wants his people to separate. And what do you mean by separate? Separate from their customs, their manner of life, their conduct, their behavior, their philosophies, right? That alternative lifestyle they're pushing. You understand? You have to come out of that. Or what's going to happen? You're going to receive of her plague, which is the judgment. You're going to be destroyed. Right? You're going to be destroyed. All right? I read it again. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Right? Because again, their way of life is unclean. Their manner of life is unclean. Right? Men is not supposed to be homosexuals. Women are not supposed to be lesbians. That alternative lifestyle is wicked and evil. Right? And you have to come out from that. Right? Flee from all manner of wickedness. All right? Whether you're selling drugs, you have to cut that out. Right? You have to cut that out. Right? Whether you're committing adultery, you're sleeping with another man's woman. Likewise, the woman, leave that alone. You commit idolatry. You're worshiping another deity, the gods of the heathen. You have to leave that alone. Right? And turn back to the true and living God, the God of the Israelites, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Verse 2 Corinthians 6 and 18. And I will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters. Right? If you separate yourself, right, from this American way of life, right, the Most High will receive you. Right? And I will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. All right? Let's get Thessalonians. First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. 1 Thessalonians 5:22, it says, abstain from all appearance of evil, Right? Abstain means to refrain or to hold yourself back. Right? Abstain means refrain or hold yourself back from all appearance of evil. Right? Read it again. 1 Thessalonians 5:22. Abstain from all appearance of evil. Appearance means kind or form. Right? Mean refrain from all form and kinds of evil. Separate yourself from that. Right? Leave all the wickedness alone. Right? You can't be partakers in it. That you're going to get the judgment. Alright? I read it again. Abstain from all appearance of evil. And the very power of peace sanctify you wholly. Meaning the Most High will sanctify you. He will cleanse you wholly. Meaning totally. And I pray the Most High, and I pray the power, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Right? The one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. So what he say? Right? Come out of her. Bottom line is come out of her. Right? Abstain from all manner of evil. Right? And the Most High will receive you. Right? I'll give you an example what I'm talking about. Let's get Psalms, the 1st chapter. Psalms 1 and 1. Right. This is Psalms 1 and 1. It says, remember I just read, right? 1 Thessalonians 5:22. Abstain from all manner of evil, from all manner of wickedness, from all manner of filthiness. Right? You do not defile yourself with no manner, with any wickedness at all. Right? Keep yourself holy. Alright? Psalms 1 and 1. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. I read that again. Psalms 1 verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel, meaning not taking advice of the ungodly, from the ungodly. Right? Because everybody have friends who they take advice from, but that friend is not privy to the Bible. The advice they're giving you will get you killed, will get you hurt. Right? Because they're going off of their own lust. Right? A friend will come and convince you to go do something that he know you're not supposed to do. Right? A friend will come pass a blunt to you. Right? And have you get high. Right? A friend will have you go into a strip club. A friend will have you go into a whorehouse. All that type of stuff. Right? You can't take advice from people like that. You can't do it. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. The scornful is a scorner. Somebody who is a scorner, who makes mockery. Like they might see me up here, right? They see me up here bringing out the word of the Most High, and they'll make mockery of it, and they take it lightly. You understand? But they're not understanding all that is done to their detriment. All right? Verse 2. But it's delight in the law of the Lord. Exactly. Right? This person, as it's talking about a blessed man, he will delight, right, in the law of the Most High. Because again, the Most High gave his people, Israelites, laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? That's how we live our life. Right? That's how we separate ourselves from everybody else. You understand? The laws is what separate us from everybody else. Right? Like the example, somebody else could eat pork, but being an Israelite, you can't eat it. Right? You can't eat it. Somebody else could eat, another nation could eat an animal that dieth of itself. But being an Israelite, you can't do it. You see, show that the law, right, make a distinction between Israelites and the heathens, the other nations. All right, I'll read that again first. I read from verse 1 again. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.